but I am in my pajamas and I'm going to show you how to make breakfast. We just got up a little while ago and here it's about 10:30, 10:45. You know, we like to drink our coffee in bed and watch TV and the news and to know what's happening in the world. Cheers to you. And now what I want to show you is this delicious frittata. We are listening to some nice calming music. It's early on Sunday morning. And what I have here is I have taken one zucchini that I have sliced. I have taken a red onion. I have taken a quarter of green peppers, a quarter of red peppers, 4 cloves of garlic because it's really needed. And you know, and we Italians, we love a frittata. And this is a wonderful breakfast. I also have here about 2 to 3 cups of spinach. You know, when you cook spinach, it becomes hardly like a teaspoon. And then I do have some beautiful organic fresh eggs. Support you local farmers. Farmers are out there, they have the chickens. And if you don't have a farmer near you like I have here, there's markets all over the place that are always open in the weekends. And to this, I am not going to add any cream or anything, but I am going to add some Parmigiano Reggiano cheese. And then what I have here for our wonderful health is I have some pomegranate juice, also with kombucha. And what I have done is I have paired lavender kombucha with wonderful pomegranate. And kombucha is a fermented drink that is very healthy for our bodies. I'm going to be utilizing some wonderful olive oil. I'm also going to move back here and get some salt. I mean, this is no frills, you know, I didn't put everything in different plates because this is early in the morning and I'm in my pajamas. And I don't know what my pajamas said, something about nautical thing, I don't know. So what I want to do is I want to have this on a medium to a medium high, and I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of olive oil, just kind of eye it, because you know we have these vegetables, and you know this is one of my father's favorite frittatas. My father loved this wonderful, you know, vegetable. I do not have the all the benefits of it because it's early in the morning and I don't have that. So you know what, it's okay. So then what I'm going to do here is I am going to grab some peppers, and they're all the different color peppers. Look how cute they all are, and I'm going to be utilizing in here. Like I said, very simple, very easy. When my oil is heating up, I want to bring my eggs over here, moving my little thing over here. This is where we're going to mix everything. And I am just going to eye it. I like a lot of pepper. It doesn't have to be a lot of pepper. If you guys don't want a lot of pepper, that's okay. But I just find that pepper goes very well with spinach. And then what I want to do to here is I'm just going to take a pinch of salt, 1, and then 2 little pinches of salt, just like that. Because you know there is salt into the cheese. And then I'm just going to add it into this beautiful bowl, just like that. Make sure I get everybody in there. And then to this, I am going to be utilizing just a regular tablespoon, guys. Nothing to be concerned about. 1, and 2, and 3. And then I'm just going to give it a little swish, but I'm just going to leave it to the side. Because right now I'm concentrating on what's going on over here. And what I want to do is I want to take my little zucchinis and now I just want to put them in my oil. I'm not going to salt them. I'm just going to go around the pan. I'm just going to continue to go around the pan. And you know what? Without burning yourself. And I got a skillet that I am utilizing. And what I want to do is I want my zucchinis to get a really nice sear. That's what I'm looking for. You know, I love cooking in my pajamas, especially it's Sunday morning. Who wants to, you know, have to get all dressed up to make breakfast? And I'm not going to get all dressed up to make breakfast. I just figured I'll just come out in my pajamas with no fadale, with no apron. And then I just want this to get a nice sear. So like I said, I just want these guys to be in a nice heat, you know, like a good medium high. And I want them all to be, and let me bring it to you how I want to show you how I do it. We're gonna go for a ride. And that's what we're looking at, like that, okay? Now I'm gonna bring it back over here gently so you guys don't get sick. All right, let me see. Let me see if you guys can see me. Here I am. So as these guys are rocking and rolling, what I have here is some chives. And what I just want to do is I just want to slice these little chives. You can use as much chives as you want or as little as you want. I know we do have some onions, and that's okay. But we're going to be utilizing red onions. Red onions, they're loaded with all kinds of antioxidants. They're loaded with all kinds of vitamins. So everything that I'm utilizing here is for your health. And also for listening to this beautiful, calming music. So now that what's happening now, the oil is rising. And as the oil is rising above these guys, it's starting to cook the top. Yes. It's like, it's magic. I mean, I'm telling you, food is magic. Now I'm going to take my onions, and I'm just going to put them right on top. You know, I can really smell my zucchini. I can really smell my zucchini. And like I said, my father loves zucchinis. If you find a piece that you missed, just go ahead and slice it. You know, it doesn't have to be no big deal. This frittata is delicious. It's my vegetable frittata. And the only protein that I'm using is the eggs. And I'm just going to put it right on top like so, just like that. Because I really want a good seared to my zucchinis. And that's how my dad did. You know, my dad was the king of frittatas. I learned so much from my dad watching him. He would always get up on Sunday mornings, early in the morning. And you could smell the garlic. You could smell everything from the bedrooms. Even if you had your door closed, you could smell it. And you know, when you're a teenager, you don't want to get up. No, you don't. But I tell you what, we all would come running. We would come running to the smells of garlic and the smell of zucchini. And again, if you have a piece that it's too big, put it between your fingers. Safety first. Be careful, go in between. Don't take your fingers out. I've done that before. And this is a very colorful, beautiful frittata. Yes, yes. And wait till I show you how I'm going to pair this beautiful frittata. Now, the garlic is going to go on top because I don't want my garlic. And what I've done is I chopped it in big chunks. I like to paste my garlic. And nothing else is going to go on this. So now, I'm just going to wipe my hands over here. I have my chives over here on the side. I have my spinach right here. So I have about 3 to 4 cups. I haven't really measured because it's too early in the morning and I'm not going to measure because I got up a little while ago. And then what I want to do is I want to give these guys a chop. A chop, a chop, a chop. And I can tell you that you can tell if your zucchini is getting a nice seared. Oh yes, it's getting a beautiful seared. And that's what we want. We wanted a beautiful seared. You know, and spinach is full of antioxidants. Spinach, it's got its own rights. It's full of vitamin K and vitamin A and all kinds of wonderful vitamins for us. And then what I've done here on my platter is because I really love to have fruit with this, because you have your savory and you also have your sweet. Hello, we are live. Good morning, Nick. Good morning to all those beautiful people. What I have done here is I've taken some strawberries, some blackberries, a little bit of orange, and then what I've done is I've taken some of these chives and I have added the chives to that. You see that? And then what I want to do to this, wait, I'll be right back because I got a little surprise that I'm going to be utilizing. And I'm going to be utilizing, dun 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 dun. To these, I'm going to be utilizing some balsamic vinegar. Yes, aged balsamic vinegar. And I'm just going to take this little cap, just put it like so. Just like so. Okay? And then I'm just going to drizzle it just right over my fruit. Yes, right over the fruit. If for some reason it makes it a lot more sweeter, and it's just got all this, it's just wonderful. You got to try it. I'm drinking my coffee because I needed my coffee. Oh no, so now to this, I'm not going to touch them. I'm going to take my spinach and I'm going to put my spinach right over everybody. Right over everybody. Right over everybody. Now I'm going to go grab a plate. A plate. And then I just want to measure the plate to make sure that it goes over to that. Yes, okay. Because what we are going to do is we're going to flip this. Yes, we are going to flip this. Because after all, it's a frittata. Now what I want to do here is I want to bring half of my chives. Let me remove this out of the way. I'm going to take half of my chives and put it in my egg mixture. Remember that we had it with the cheese, and we had it with a black pepper and a couple pinches of salt. And then what I want to do is I want to start doing its thing. I want this to start doing its thing. And just make sure to put some air in there. And what you are doing is you are building air. And that's what's going to give this frittata a nice puffiness. And I just saw a couple of leaves here, so I want to put them back in here because I do love spinach, because spinach is very needed and wonderful. And what you're doing is you're adding air. See, you're adding air. Then what I want to do now is I'm going to take my olive oil. I'm going to grab a brush. Because, you know, I did not get the brush out because it's early in the morning. And I already have, you know, a whatchamacallit here, a glass bowl. And why make any more mess? Take your brush and kind of go around it. See what I'm doing? Just kind of go around it like that. Just kind of go around it, let it drip on top. And just kind of go around that. And then what I want to do is I want to take my egg. Are you guys ready? Mix. And then we're just going to cover the whole thing. Cover the whole thing with the egg. Use this little guy to kind of push everything. Okay? See, you guys are following me? Now I'm done with that. Get that out of the way. And then what I want to do with this is I'm going to use a plate and I'm just going to put it right over that. Just like that. Yes, just like that. You know, my father did not have all those fancy things, you know. It didn't, you know, this cookware did not exist when my father was alive. So, you know, everything changes in life. Everything is always evolving. I'm just going to take this right here to kind of wipe things up. I am going to take these little guys right here. I'm just going to brush them because in case I may need them. And if I don't need them, guess what? You just put them in soapy water and it's no big deal. You know, life doesn't have to be so stressful, especially Sunday mornings. Sunday mornings with Elena having a breakfast. And this is what we're going to have for breakfast. But you know, breakfast can be nutritious. Breakfast can be delicious. Breakfast can be fun. And I want this to be fun, and I want this to be nutritious, and I want you to enjoy it with me. So we're going to brush. Because what I want to do is I want to get in there and I want to see how things are working out in there. And I want to show you how we're going to do that. Okay, now this plate is kind of hot, so grab yourself one of these guys. I'm going to take this out. And then I'm going to show you what's happening again. We're going to go for another ride. See what's happening right there? All right. You know, my dad can take this, flip it over, and it wouldn't be anything. So now that I have this oil, so what I want to do is I want to kind of move things around, you know, move it to the side, let the egg fall in there. Oh, yes. And it's what it's doing is, you know, you're working on the egg to go to the sides and get under there, so it will continue to cook your frittata. You know, there's many ways of people doing this frittatas, and I know that, but this is the way that my dad would do it, and I would watch him. My father, you know, he would work 14 to 16 hours a day, and Sundays was his only day off, and he loved to get into the kitchen and make breakfast for all of us. And I remember those days like it was yesterday. So this is in his honor. So what I want to do now is I want to come over here and I want to add some pepper. Some more pepper. I like pepper. You know, I like pepper. And, you know, if you don't like pepper, well, I'm sorry. But you want to use some pepper because you want to give it a lot of flavor to this. I'm not using any powders. I'm not using anything. I am just letting the vegetables to have their own personalities. Now I'm going to take a little bit of salt and I'm just going to let it rain just a little bit of salt. Just like that on the top. Very tiny bit. Very, very tiny bit. All right, now, if everything works out all right, which I'm hoping that way it will work out all right, I am going to take this plate. I am going to flip it over. All right. Oh, okay. This is going to be fun. All right, so get yourself like this. Okay, grab this guy like that. And then take your rest of your frittata. I'm going to take the plate out of the way now. I'm going to cut the egg. And then with the other one, start mushing it down. Start mushing it down. Oh my goodness gracious. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Oh yeah, look at this. And now I have another surprise. Aspetta. 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 Let me see where it's up. Oh my goodness, where it's up. And I don't know about you, but I like hot sauce. And at this time, I gotta take this thing off. I didn't take this thing off. It's Sunday morning, guys. You know, I am just doing it with you. Sunday morning, Sunday morning, so I didn't think about taking this paper off, and it's okay because the paper police is not here. The husband is here. He's standing right over there waiting to get his frittata. So I'm just going to take this thing off. And what I have here is I have this wonderful hot sauce for all that like hot sauce. My dad loved hot sauce. And let me see if this little thing here. Okay, I got to figure out how this little thing is. I think this kind of goes like this. Watch your fingers. Don't hurt yourselves. And if not, you know what I'm going to do? When all else fails, get a spoon. Okay, I like to mix this with a little bit of the olive oil that's all in there like that. Grab your plate that you have here. Take your brush. Take your brush, mix it up really, really well, and then just kind of paint the plate. Paint the plate. See what I'm doing? We are painting the plate. Because it gives it that nice little red, and it gives it that little spiciness. It doesn't have to be on top. You see that? So then now I want to shut this off because my frittata pretty much is done. So then I'm going to come over here and I am just going to cut it in, with this. Remember, we have boiled this. And now I'm just going to cut it like in fours. And then what you want to do is you want to get under, if you can. Let me use a smaller one because the bigger one is not going to want to do it. And then what you want to do over here is you want to take your frittata and you want to lay it like so. And then you want to lay that like the other one like that. Oh yes, baby, 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 we are hungry. And I'm going to tell you something. If you leftovers the next day, this is delicious. I'm going to take this little guy like that on top. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. I'm going to move this out of the way. And then what I'm going to do with this is I am going to take the rest of my wonderful, wonderful chives. I'm going to get every single one of them. And then what you guys have is this marvelous vegetable frittata. You see that? Look how beautiful that is. And you have it with a little bit of fruit on the side and a little bit of the wonderful hot sauce. Now, if you want some more hot sauce, then what you could do is you could take a spoon like so, just put it like that, because not everybody is, I'm not a chef, I'm just a cook. And then I can just put some right over here, like I'm just going to dab it. I'm just going to dab it, even though it's been brushed. Just dab this beautiful frittata. Oh yes, this beautiful deliciousness. Then grab yourself a fork and then get in there and eat it. That's all I have for you guys. Remember to have your wonderful kombucha with whatever juice you like, because kombucha is healthy, and to have this wonderful deliciousness. I want to thank all of my sponsors, Stephen Bailey with Stephen Bailey Charters. I want to thank Carla Harris with FARMASI. I want to thank Solangel with Nail Streets or Street Nails. I always get them confused. I'm so sorry. It's early in the morning. And I also want to thank Dario with Life and Food Superstores in Ellenton. And I want to thank you for joining me this morning, in this beautiful morning, and that blessings that we have that we are alive. God bless every single one of you, and enjoy the